Real Madrid, what is happening today? Just this evening, we got reports that Real Madrid is interested in Denzel Dumfries. And this night, we are getting a here we go. Denzel Dumfries is now a Real Madrid player. They signed him for 20 million euros. This is such a good deal. Amazing deal from Real Madrid. They truly understand the assignment. Don't forget also, Real Madrid signed that traitor Ibrahima Konate for free. So that right-hand side of their defense, with Trent obviously there too, another traitor. But we have this right-hand side which looks really good. Now, one thing about this deal I noticed is that it screams of a Mourinho deal and an old version of Papa Perez deal. If you look at when Xabi Alonso came in last season, who are the players that they brought in? Carreras, Dean Housen, and all those guys. Young players, young defenders. But Dumfries is 30 years old. He's in his prime. He understands himself. He has one of the best right backs in the world for a while. Especially in Serie A. We have seen him in those Champions League runs. We have seen him going forward. We have seen him goal scoring. We have seen how good this guy can be. So he's not coming in there and saying, oh, he has to find his feet. Yes, he has to get his synergy and chemistry with the team up. But then you are bringing a mature centre back, which is what, a mature right back, which is what is needed. I explained this to Real Madrid fans. That Papa Perez is trying to use the old format, with new players, which is not possible. You need to bring mature players. And Dani Carvajal left, so this is a very necessary signing. I know that I bantered Trent earlier that, oh, they are coming to bench him and stuff like that, but it is very good competition. If you know Jose Mourinho, he wants his defenders to defend. He likes his defender knowing how to defend. So in times where Trent is out of form, or Trent is not needed, Dumfries will come in. And when Dumfries is not needed, Trent comes in. So it's a very, very healthy competition. With a right back like Dani Carvajal going, you need another right back. And for 20 million euros in this current market, it is an amazing deal. Real Madrid are getting some very good deals done. Getting Konate for free when you have an injury-prone Militao, who I believe can be one of the best centre-backs in the world. That is Militao. But then you need somebody like Konate that will come in and do well there. And then you have Dumfries. Then you have Trent. Now Real Madrid have to focus on that midfield. Getting some midfielders. Somebody like Rodri. That's somebody that I need. That's the profile I need. Somebody like Rodri. Because you are really understanding the assignment. And then in attack, you can go for a right winger too. These are the necessary positions. Go for mature people. Real Madrid standard that can take pressure. Now that's how they need to play in Champions League semi-finals, Champions League finals, because Dumfries has been there. So this is a very, very good signing for Real Madrid. And I'm like, Real Madrid now they hot today. Completing many deals, and this one has Mourinho's hands all imprinted over it. And this is a very, very, very good deal. For me, it's a steal even. 20 million euros in this market for a right back like Denzel Dumfries. Well, he's a Madridista and we'll see how he'll do well next season. That Real Madrid's right-hand side of their defense is getting a whole new look next season. And let's see how they do under Mourinho.
Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Ronaldo, if not that I respect you so much, if not that I respect that you are one of the greatest ever players to play this game and one of the greatest ever players that we'll see in football, if not that I respect everything you have achieved, everything that you have brought to football, I for talk say, go better for this thing when you talk about World Cup. This disrespectful statement you made about the World Cup, it will be better for you. But I respect you so much. How can you come out and say that the World Cup is a 7-game tournament? That still remains one of the most blasphemous statements in the entire history of football. You have to come outside and apologize for this statement if you want to have a chance at that World Cup. The football gods are very, very angry for this level of blasphemy. So you have to come outside and publicly apologize that I'm sorry for calling the World Cup a 7-game tournament before you can be blessed with that World Cup. This same World Cup that now that you said is just a 7-game tournament. You said World Cup mission. Which mission are you going for a 7-game tournament, Senior man, I respect you so much, but what are you going to do for? Why is it a mission for a 7-game tournament? Look at this Turkish convoy for a tournament, just a 7-game tournament. Players will be crying, weeping, rolling if they call them up. They will sit down on television and then be videoing them. Are they called up? Brazil, all these guys. Joao Pedro released statement, released epistle. A letter from Joao Pedro to the Brazilians. Just because they didn't call him up. This is a video of Brazil's national team's airplane getting baptized before they go to America. Because they want to win the World Cup, they are baptizing them in the airplane. And you say that it's just a 7-game tournament. Ronaldo, if not that they're supposed to arrest you. I don't know how you're walking freely for that statement. They're supposed to lock you up. Yes, it's 7 games, but it's the biggest. That time, this man, Morgan Pierce, I what's his name, Pierce Morgan asked him, is it a dream to win the World Cup? He said, it's not a dream to win the World Cup. Senior man, come on. Then they now asked him, but he should define you as a player. That is Morgan asked him. He said, no, to define me as what? To define if I'm one of the best in history, to win a competition, 6 games, 7 games, you think it's fair? And this interview came after Lionel Messi won it. I'm sorry, I respect you so much. And you will never see me disrespect Ronaldo outside, no. Because I made up my mind that for what this guy has done, bro, he deserves respect. But come on, man. How can you say such a statement? How can you make such a statement? It's for me just hypocrisy at its finest, because I've seen many videos of you online saying the World Cup is your dream. Your dream is to give Portugal the World Cup. It is your dream. There's nothing bad in that. That's why I even respect you so much, because many times you wear your heart on your sleeve. For Al Nassr, you made it clear you want to win the league. When you didn't win the league, you cried and cried and cried until you finally did it. And I was supporting you this year for Al Nassr. Anybody that's following me knows I was supporting Al Nassr. Some people thought I'm a Ronaldo fan safe. But that's one thing I respect. Say it clearly. If you don't achieve it, fine. You have done so many great things. Portugal has never even won the World Cup anyways. So there's no problem with that. But for you to now come and say it's not your dream, it is your dream. I know that is the one thing you want to do more than anything. Haba, senior man, look at what the World Cup means to people. Season just ended with the players are already flying, rushing to America to go and play the World Cup, pushing themselves. And you now come and say that it's just a 7-game tournament. And for all of you that want to try and is it not a 7-game tournament? Please, don't be intellectually oblivious. Don't be a simpleton. You understand what it means? That is to water down somebody's achievement. And it is not nice at all. Somebody who also want to achieve something, you now want to come and be disrespecting it and watering it down. For what? For what? It's not nice at all. It's not nice. But what if you want to get nice jerseys for the World Cup, make sure you go to the Adidas Stick store right now. Because I try to go to our South Town shop right now. Delivery is worldwide. You can see me repping the Ronaldo jersey. You can get Messi, Argentina. Every single jersey that we've done on the World Cup is now available at our website, our WhatsApp store. Just go and shop right now. Delivery is worldwide. Ronaldo, I respect you so much. You not see me come out and no, I'll never do that. But this way you talking, if they'll be say like you be senior man for this game. If now one of those small players open my talk at me and for say thunder fire you.
I repeat, as a rival fan, I do not like the level of wisdom and seriousness Man United is showing in this transfer window. I hate it. I don't like it at all. I don't like when Man United is making what I believe is the best decision for their club. It pains me because it means Man United will progress. Now, Man United has just completed the signing of this Ederson for 45 million euros, which is a very good deal. That is basically 38 million pounds. I'll explain to you in the future why it's a very good deal. Now they have completed this deal, and now Lewis Hall is being linked to Manchester United, one of the best young talented left backs, for about 50 million pounds, which is a very good deal. Because they understand that Luke Shaw is going out. Luke Shaw doesn't have even 1 year left in him. Getting Lewis Hall right now, you are set in that left back position for about 5 to 7 years. Now, this Ederson deal, many of you might think, who is this Ederson? What is this Ederson? Very good. I'll explain to you why this deal is very important. Arsenal are the Premier League champions. One of the main things that made them win the Premier League is their squad depth that they built. You notice that it's Women that they signed with time. Towards the end of the season, he stopped playing because they had other players that could replace him. Even this Women that they signed in that position, they still signed Norgard in that same position because you need squad depth. Before all of you are even killing and castigating the signing, the Lamens you signed, the end of us hype Lamens. Did you expect anything from Lamens? Royal Antwerp. None of us paid attention to that deal, me included. I did not even think anything of that deal. I thought that, oh, this guy is just coming in to be like maybe another Bayern. Lamens won the Premier League signing of the season. Man United of last season, not the same thing Man United of this season. Man United is now playing 4 competitions: the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. And they expected to do well in all those competitions. Apart from that, Casemiro is leaving. Ugarte is leaving. These are holes that you have to fill in. So as a Man United fan, if you're looking at this Ederson signing and saying, oh, why did they sign Ederson? Understand the concept of squad depth. You need this guy because it's not your only signing. I'm very sure of it. Man United will still sign more midfielders. I'm seeing them linked to people like Tonali, people like, what's his name? Elliot Anderson, although that one is more linked with Man City. But understand the drift. This guy at West Ham, Fernandes, although his price is 80 million pounds, but in the current market, I mean, that's what you probably pay for a 21-year-old talented midfielder. So you have to understand this. You need a competition for Kobe Mainoo, a replacement for Casemiro, and a replacement for Ugarte, that was Casemiro's substitute. So you need about 3 midfielders. So a lot of players need to be signed. And from what the club has said, they want to really restructure that midfield. They want to give Michael Carrick the tools that he needs to work. And that's why it's paining me that Man United is working. We don't cook Chelsea enough for having the opportunity to hire Luis Enrique and turning it down. This man literally carried his laptop, carried a full PowerPoint and went to London and presented that, please, oh, hire me, I need a job, hire me. Chelsea turned him down. On the 5th of, April 2023, Fabrizio Romano reported that Luis Enrique has arrived in London with representative in order to discuss with Chelsea. Can confirm he's in England right now. Luis Enrique is 100% keen on the Chelsea job. He's 100% keen. A generational manager like this. See, this is the greatest fumble of all time. This is not, it's not even an argument. This is, as somebody that is, I fumble badges a lot. I can tell you that this is the greatest fumble of all time. Whether it's in football, whether any sport, any field of life. This is a generational fumble. You do not fumble fumble like this? Even before he went to PSG and he has won what he won now. Bro, this guy had the Champions League, coached the greatest front line ever. That time they say, oh, it's because of MSN, he won all these things. Even on that achieved the MSN, how he can be now? Since 2023, you hired Pochettino. No being carry you go conference, the corner, which league gonna go? Then you hired Graham Potter. Then you hired Maresca. Then you hired McFarlane. Then you hired Postino. How is it now? Since that time, Chelsea has only won the Club World Cup. Enrique has won 2 quadruples. Abi, is it 2 trebles in a row? I don't understand what Chelsea was thinking. Is it that they didn't want a manager that will come in and make what he wants clear? Because Luis Enrique is a manager with ambition. He will not take what this Chelsea board is doing right now with the players. But we don't cook. See, we need to cook Chelsea enough because honestly, now move be this. They're nothing more than just a move. Clearly, you had the opportunity. No be say. Now they meet and say they don't hire him. They thought, like for instance, this Xabi Alonso that is their manager now. They met Xabi Alonso that don't hire him. This one flew to London. He spent money and went there. He tried to sell himself to London. I mean to Chelsea that please hire me please I want to work for Chelsea. I want Chelsea job. Please come and take me. He was begging on his knees, begging. I want please give me job. Chelsea said no. I'm not worthy. And we just let it pass like that. And now they have changed how many managers in the space of that time. We don't cook Chelsea enough. This is the greatest fumble in history of life football. Because you look at where Chelsea is right now, and even where they are going to, I don't know where they are going to. But look at PSG and where they are going to right now. Potential tribute of the Champions League. Fumbling. And we need to cook Chelsea more because the season literally just ended less than 5 days ago. That is the club season. And in less than 8 days, the World Cup, the biggest tournament in football history, is going to start. See, the amount of injuries we'll see in football next season will be unbelievable. This is not even me being pessimistic. I'm just telling the truth of the matter. Your favorite superstars will be dropping like flies. Injuries left, right, and center. ACLs, hamstring. See, FIFA have cooked an absolute disaster of a football calendar in the last 2 years. Don't forget, last year there was the Club World Cup to start the season. How many teams that were in the Club World Cup did well? Even PSG that did well eventually. It's because they split their team into 2 and had part-time footballers because Ligue 1 is weak and they can split their team. But I'm telling you right now, no matter how much these players earn, they are not machines. Their body is not wood. The body will fail. Kylian Mbappe has an injury, is nothing. He's supposed to rest. Jude Bellingham had a surgery. He's supposed to rest. Lamine Yamal has a hamstring injury. He is supposed to rest. William Saliba, with the news came out that, he had an injury and they're just trying to see if he can make it to the World Cup or have surgery. If the season ended like that day, he would have had enough time to rest. But these players are going to stress themselves again because in the tournament of the World Cup, you will play the best of your football because it's every 4 years. You will not come down at all. There's nothing like you. What's his name? Jamal Musiala, who had a terrible injury in that Club World Cup. He's still not seeing the injury, he's still trying to find his form. Oliver Kahn was advising him to rest and not go for the World Cup. But you cannot blame him for going. Because I know he's not 100% fit. He's still trying to find his feet. But then, the World Cup is every 4 years. Where will he be next year in his career? So this is by far the biggest tournament. And you will not see players die on the pitch. Even Mbappe, that people like say, he doesn't press and help the team. You see him die on the pitch for France. Because that is their country. They know that if they win this tournament, that is their biggest life achievement. So there is no footballer that is going to calm down and play this tournament. That's why I'm telling you that next season is going to be a disaster. Just pray for your favorite player because after the World Cup ends on July 19th, the Premier League season is starting August 22nd, I think. That is just about a month away from that. And you think that these players' bodies remain the same. Next season is going to be a disaster. I'm telling you, no proper preseason for them, no proper rest for them, no proper vacation for them. I just pity footballers next season. When you have superstars overusing their body, their levels will drop. The quality of football will drop. That is one of the things that led to the drop in quality of football. Too many games. And the games are only increasing and increasing and increasing. How can you finish playing the Champions League final which day? And just now, 8 days from now, the World Cup will start. The biggest tournament of all time. Next season, injuries go yapa. No be saying I cause. Dear Real Madrid, I have come on my knees this morning to beg you. Please leave Liverpool players alone. The Trent Alexander-Arnold one broke my heart. The Konate one, it depressed me. But if you take McAllister, I will not survive it. I'm telling you the truth, I will not survive it. McAllister is a world-class, incredible, best midfielder in the world. The levels I think McAllister will get to in his career, if he goes to Real Madrid, I genuinely think he'll win the Ballon d'Or. Please do not take McAllister. I'm seeing news that Real Madrid wants McAllister. The club have decided that he's a top midfield target. And if Perez wins the election on Sunday, he'll go after McAllister. Please don't go after McAllister. I cannot lose McAllister. McAllister is somebody that I'm very sure if he goes to Madrid, he will win the Ballon d'Or. So Madrid, please leave my players. Another player that I know that is absolutely world-class that you might even like too is Cody Gakpo. Please don't take Cody Gakpo. Please.
He's better than Mbappe, Vinicius, all those your attackers. He can take you to the next level. Another player is Jeremy Frimpong. Please leave Frimpong. Leave Frimpong. Leave Frimpong. Leave McAllister. Leave all these my world-class players. Stop taking my world-class players. I'm begging you, please, Madrid. Please, leave me, Madrid. Stop taking all these players I have. How will I survive? Even my keeper. I saw that Courtois was injured last season a lot. Mamadashvili. He will take you to another level. So please, Madrid, leave McAllister for me. Don't take him, please. Don't go. Don't go. McAllister, don't go. Don't go. Don't stay with me, McAllister. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me, McAllister. Please, don't look at McAllister. He's too good. He's passing, he's shooting, his goal scoring, everything that he brings to the football pitch. McAllister is too good. World-class midfielder. Better than Chomeni and all those guys at your club. Gakpo too. Frimpong too. Mamadashvili, to all these guys. Please leave Liverpool players alone. Please, Liverpool a poultry. You have talked to Liverpool to poultry, abi? Now poultry business, you don't do now. We'll raise chicken for you. And you come and take it. Liverpool down your academy, abi? Please. There are certain academic talents that you must not touch. McAllister, Cody Gakpo, Frimpong, what's the name? Mamadashvili. These guys are too good. Please don't take them from me, please. I'm begging you, Madrid. All those, what's their name? They are Szoboszlai, all those, they are Van Dijk them, all these, they are Alisson them. Wow, who are all those other players? They are Ekitike. They're not good players. Are rubbish players, I don't mind if you take them, but the one that will pay me if you take them, McAllister. McAllister, Frimpong, Gakpo, Mamadashvili. Please, I'm begging you, don't take them, Madrid, please.